About a week or two ago, I had a video come into my feed from Paulie Walnut talking about why guys aren't going out anymore. And as I was watching the video, a lot of the points he was making sound like they align with kind of similar feelings as to how I feel about going out. And then yesterday, Amarax Games posted his sort of video in response to Paulie Walnut's video and his take on the whole situation on why he doesn't go out. And I guess it finally spoke to me watching both those videos to maybe, I guess, talk about, sort of my take and perspective on, why men aren't really going out. Because I have a few reasons, at least personally, why I don't want to go out. But I'm curious to know if anyone else feels this way and if they have similar reasons or flat out different ones that I didn't think about. So let me know in the comments down below what your guys' personal experience with not wanting to go out just in general anymore. But at least my own take, just to kind of contribute to the pile, so to speak, is when I was growing up, I never really felt the drive to go out and do some of these crazy party stuff post, elementary school. And I'm talking middle school and high school. I never felt like the sort of pull or peer pressure or anything to go and do that because I just felt like it wasn't, I guess it wasn't me or it wasn't something I really wanted to do. And plus, I guess I didn't have, the most popular reputation at the time. So when you combine those two things together, I guess I never felt the need or want to become more popular because I was more interested in video games and kind of just chilling and playing online because, video games have kind of been my thing ever since, really for as long as I can remember. So staying on like a Discord or TeamSpeak call at the time or even a Skype call was a lot more entertaining and fun for me than going out to these weird gatherings where people would do stupid things. Then it only got even more stupider in high school with all the drinking and, well, underage drinking as we'll call it. And the only time I can ever think of going to something like this, and really the only real recent memory I have, is that there was a sort of prom after party my senior year, and that was fun, but in the end the night kind of just evolved into it was just getting late, people were starting to become drunk or hungover, and I didn't really partake in that. I was just watching it all unfold, and I just ended up going home. Once again, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. And honestly, I think that wasn't really the most exciting thing because, it was after prom and everyone just wanted to either cuddle with their dates or kind of just pass out on the floor and wake up the next morning and get ready for, our last week of high school. But honestly, that's still kind of scary to think about that, some people really will go out and drink and do stupid, crazy shit while drunk or high on whatever drug that's out on the streets. Not just weed. I'm talking about the other stuff. The other stuff that makes you feel good in the moment, make you feel high and free as a kite, only to then kind of come crashing down like a car crash. And I just never, again, felt that pull. But seeing it too, you're just like, how do people feel the need or want to do stuff like this and just trash themselves every freaking weekend just to get some sort of fun or enjoyment? And especially the worst offenders, I think, are the ones that are, still think they're young and hip and cool, and they're in their 30s trying to recapture their youth when there's a moment where it's like, you guys got to stop. You're just getting too old to do this, and your liver's probably screaming help, bloody murder at the fact that you're putting it through all that drinking, and then your lungs are probably wanting to kill you over how much smoke you're fueling them up with. So, seeing that stuff and looking back, I think it was more of a positive that I didn't get involved in that kind of stuff. Because wouldn't you even see it nowadays now? I just feel even more justifiable in not doing that kind of stuff. And, the reasons that Paulie Walnuts and Amarax Games kind of give are similar. But also, even if you want to throw in the dating scene in, because, some of these scenes are how guys met girls or went out clubbing and doing all that stuff. But, you kind of see the clubbing scene kind of just falling apart because not many people are either attending because a lot of people just don't want to go out. Our generation, Gen Z, doesn't want to do the crazy partying that either early stage millennials had or Gen X's had. We don't want to do that kind of stuff. It's just dumb and stupid, and you can see how reckless it can make some people. Yeah, it's nice to have some good fun and fond memories to look back on. But man, one more screw up or one change in that story or situation could have easily been the difference between life and death, literally. Or just jail time even, if we wanted to go that way. And it's not something I think a lot of us in Gen Z want to do because we're already dealing with our own problems with how things are going, and just having that stuff looming over would only make it worse for us even. Just imagine even the financial strain that could put on you, getting in a car accident after, a night of binge drinking or bar hopping. It's just dumb and stupid. And I think Gen Z has become kind of wiser to that stuff, which is why they're not going out and participating in that stuff anymore. I mean, there's still people that are doing it, but I think the pattern is starting to show less and less people are wanting to indulge in that kind of stuff. And nowadays, when people want to go out, it's either people that they know or it's to, like, even, I want to say, board game tournaments or Magic the Gathering stuff, like little niche hobby stuff like that, or even if it's just to go play Frisbee or pickleball. Like, nobody wants to go out and do that kind of crazy stuff much anymore because of, not only what we've witnessed, but just how damaging it can be. I mean, for me personally, what I do is I only really go out with my church group or just people that I know that I'm not going to, do stupid shit with, or they're going to try to endanger themselves for the sake of fun and short-term pleasure. Like, that's not something I want to do. I kind of like living, and I kind of like to stay healthy as much as I can because I don't want to end up being old and regretting my, younger self's decisions, thinking that I'm invincible, I can do whatever the heck I want kind of thing. So I don't personally ever see myself going to clubs or clubbing, and I think that's the kind of lesson I can just give to people watching this video is, like, do what you're comfortable doing and don't let people tell you otherwise. Like, if you find enjoyment in staying home, playing video games, talking with your friends online, or maybe just talking with your friends online to go meet up somewhere, and it's something as simple as either even watching a movie or just sitting in the park and playing on your Switches or Steam Decks or anything like that, that I think is just much better and nicer to kind of do instead of this clubbing, binging, and going crazy out, riding out on the town, having those girls' night or guys' night out things. The appeal of that just isn't much there anymore, and you can even see it too with just how some clubs kind of look dead. Like, I saw some videos on the internet showing just how dead or lifeless some clubs are. They used to be vibrant and full of people running around and clubbing like crazy. But I guess this just goes to show you it's the change of times. People aren't, like I've said in this video, don't want to indulge in that kind of stuff much anymore. And I definitely feel like one of those people. It's why I stay home more than going out sometimes. And yeah, maybe it's not exposing me to meeting all kinds of new people and everything. And maybe that can be a problem if you especially want to grow as a human being. But when there's not really much incentive or reason for me to go out, and especially financially, considering the financial troubles that Gen Z is having to put up with, I don't know if I really ever want to see myself doing that. And besides, a lot of these kind of women that you even see, if we're going to go down the rabbit hole of dating or trying to pick up chicks, a lot of these women just want a one-night stand. You're not going to find, like, some marriage material wife by going to a bar. I mean, it's possible, but it's like very small percentage. You're not going to run into those kind of women there. The best way to run into those kind of women are either getting involved with churches, community organizations, stuff like that. Don't waste your time going to a club to try to find your wife. You're most likely not going to. There's stories out there where it's happened, but I think those stories are becoming less and less as less and less people are going to the club. So I think that's all I really have to say in this video. Sort of my take on those two videos that I saw from Amarax and Polly Walnuts. If you haven't seen them already, give them a watch. I'll leave links in the description down below for you guys to check them out. But once again, let me know in the comments below your guys' take or experience on, why you don't really go out much anymore. Is it similar to mine? Is it similar to maybe Amarax's or Polly Walnuts videos, if you've seen those already? Or is it just some other reasons you can think of that are different? Once again, let me know, because I'm curious to know other people's takes on this situation, if there's some other things that might be missing. And yeah, I think that's, once again, all I have to say in this video. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to know when I post a video. Also, check out my Rumble. It's a nice little alternative I'm having as a sort of backup, just in case things on YouTube either don't work out, or YouTube kind of goes down this weird rabbit hole mess that it seems to be going right now. But while we're at it, we are still on the road to 500 subscribers and a step closer to being monetized. And as of recording, I'm at 477. And we're just going to keep going forward and forward. And one last announcement, as I'm posting this video and recording it, it is around Tuesday. I am currently on vacation, and this video should be coming out Saturday. Just going down to see my mother in Georgia right now. So only one video this week. I didn't get a chance to make two. Some other stuff happened in between, so I was able to make one at least. So anyway, I will see you guys next week with another video. Y'all take care and have a good rest of your weekend.